Nimm's zur Not aus den abgestellten Fahrzeugen, die braucht eh keiner mehr.
Was soll das heißen? Sie können Fegelein nicht finden.
Wir können den Gruppenführer Fegelein nirgendwo finden. Er ist nicht in der Bunkeranlage.
Guten Tag, Frau Junge.
Herr Speer, wie sind Sie denn noch nach Berlin reinkommen?
Einfach war es nicht. Aber ich muss noch einmal zum Führer.
An Ihrer Stelle würde ich damit lieber warten.
Ich will Fegelein sehen! Sofort! Wenn er sich ohne Befehl entfernt hat, ist das Fahnenflucht! Verrat! Bringen Sie mir Fegelein! 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 Fegelein!
Soll der Eid uns daran hindern, selbstständig zu denken?
Das sagen ausgerechnet Sie. Ein Opportunist. Ein rücksichtsloser Karrierist.
Wie bitte?
Peut-être que le peuple me laissera partir, comme il l'a laissé venir.
Today, we witnessed a most unusual battle. Not a final, not a fight for the golden trophy. No, this was the great showdown between two nations who had reached the semi-finals and then discovered they had been invited to play the who failed less match. I must confess that when England marched onto the pitch against France in this bronze final battle, I feared the worst. After the heartbreak of the semi-final, I expected England to arrive wounded, exhausted, and ready to suffer one final humiliation before leaving the World Cup. I imagined the French attack charging forward, the English defense collapsing, and the newspapers preparing their usual headlines, England fall again when it matters most. But football, that glorious and unpredictable game, had other plans. England and France entered the bronze final battlefield carrying the heavy burden of defeat. Their World Cup dreams had vanished, their trophy hopes had collapsed, and now they fought for one remaining prize, the honor of being the best team that did not make the final. And England began the battle like a team determined to forget their heartbreak. In the 3rd, 18th, 37th, and 46th minutes, England struck 4 times. 4-0. France's defense disappeared so completely that investigators were considering filing a missing persons report. At half-time, England looked unstoppable. Fans were celebrating. Pundits were preparing their speeches. Some supporters were already planning how to explain that finishing 3rd was actually a success. Then France woke up. The 48th, 54th, and 66th minutes brought a French comeback. Suddenly, a comfortable England victory became another classic football roller coaster. England fans knew the feeling. We are winning, therefore we must suffer. A penalty in the 87th minute gave England breathing space. France scored again in the 96th minute because apparently they wanted to ensure every supporter had a heart attack before the final whistle. Then came the final moment. The 98th minute, England scored. England 6-4 France, a scoreline so ridiculous that even the scoreboard asked, "Are you sure this isn't basketball?" And so England finished 3rd in the World Cup, collecting their bronze medals, while France leave with the painful memory of scoring 4 goals and still losing. 2 semi-final failures entered the arena. One team walked away with bronze medals. The other walked away wondering how scoring 4 goals somehow wasn't enough. For both nations, this is the end of the World Cup journey. The stadium lights will go out, the trophy will be lifted by someone else, and the players must now return home and wait for their next great adventure. Euro 2028. England will spend the next 2 years explaining why this time they really are close. France will spend the next 2 years asking how they scored 4 goals in a bronze final match and still went home disappointed. The World Cup chapter is closed. The medals have been handed out. The celebrations are over. We shall fight on the pitch. We shall fight for bronze medals. We shall fight through defensive chaos. And we shall proudly declare, we may not have won the World Cup, but at least we won the battle of the disappointed finalists. And now, after this glorious chaos, we march onwards towards Euro 2028. God save the King, and may both teams remember that defending is in fact allowed.